Welcome to WordPress for Toastmasters. This is David Carr. I'm an area governor in District 47 and the developer behind this website. My club has been using this same basic system for about 3 years, Club Awesome in Coral Springs. And what I'm doing now is trying to turn it into a worldwide sensation. I'm looking for your help with that. Because what I really need is people coming in and kicking the tires, telling me what I still need to improve. But there are some things here that I'm pretty happy with, and I hope you'll be impressed with too. So I'm at the home page, wp4toastmasters.com. This is where I have the documentation and also basically the marketing material for this web product. And we do have an invitation to sign up now. This would be sign up for the free website by clicking here or here. There are also some upgrades available. I'll talk about those in a moment. But this is designed so that the free website should be just fine for a great many clubs. So to sign up, I'm going to use the example of one of my clubs in my local area that I actually have not convinced to try this yet. I have to work on them. So you do need to look up your club number if you don't remember it. You put that in at the top, you put in your email, you put in your name. I can leave the username blank and it'll just assign one for me. Actually, I need to modify that a little bit. And what this is going to do, it's actually going to try and pick up the details about this club from the Toastmasters.org website. We can see that the club meets every Wednesday at noon. We can customize this list a little bit. This is sort of a default list based on the way Club Awesome does things, but you will be able to go in and modify it as you go along. Just for starters, I know they don't have a videographer at their club, so we can take that off the list. And this has also gone in and grabbed some of the content off their free Toast host site. The home page content that exists currently, and also some content from the directions page. So this is just a way of getting things started. The formatting's not quite perfect, so maybe I can clean that up a little bit. And we'll have more opportunities to edit it, add new pictures and so forth once we get into the site. But this is just going to give us a starting point. So when I save that, comes back after a moment with a message telling us to come visit the new voice.wp4toastmasters.com website. So it's not an independent domain, at least not yet, but they have their own space on the club for Club Voice on this website. We have pointers to the documentation and to edit the template, and you would get a copy of all this by email. So if we go over to the Club Voice site, we can see that there's a space for a calendar. Calendar would be blank because even though we put in Wednesday at noon as their standard meeting time, we haven't filled in the specifics yet. But we do have some basic homepage text here. And note that they're using the free version. There is actually some advertising that's going to appear here in the sidebar, including advertising for my book, Social Collaboration for Dummies. But we can come in and I'm going to log in, not as that demo user, but as myself. And you would see all of these same options as a site administrator. A regular member would see a more limited list of things. Here on the back end of the website, they can update their profile, so they can update their phone number, their email address. They can add a photo of themselves, and they can change their password. They would also see this section in the middle that has some basic options. They wouldn't see anything below the administration line. They wouldn't have all these menus that would allow them to edit the home page or create blog posts. Although if you have a member who you trust and you want to make your club webmaster, you could make them an administrator or you could make them an editor. There are a few different security levels. But what we want to do as the administrators, we'd like to add some events based on that event template. So we do have a default starting point. It's actually projected the Wednesdays coming up many weeks in advance. So we can add these all from the template. I compare the relationship between the template and the meeting is like the relationship between the cookie cutter and the cookie. So the cookie cutter stamps them out all the same, but we can still decorate them all a little bit differently. So we could go into a specific meeting and as editor I could change the lineup. There is a little bit simpler way of doing this that I will show you also. But say we're going to have 2 speakers instead of 3 at this meeting, which means we also want 2 evaluators rather than 3.